Okay. So it's a strength flow. I have some bands to my right. I have a lighter band and sort of a medium-ish band. And then I have some weights here. I've got threes, fives, and eights close by. So as always, you should just grab whatever weight feels like an appropriate one for you to use. We're gonna start standing today. Um, just making sure I did all the things here. Okay. Great. Okay. So yes, we're going to start with the bands today. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my gosh. I just have to share what I just found. Silly putty with a tack in it. I mean, you guys, kids are so gross. Okay, I have to admit, one more person. They're so gross. Let's be real here for a minute. Like, what is this? Okay. Have kids, they said. It'll be beautiful. Hi, Carol. Okay, so we've got some bands and some weights, Carol. We're gonna start standing. Um, I'm gonna start with my lighter one, my light band. And I have sneakers on. You can do whatever you want there. It feels like a right choice for me. So I'm gonna grab my band here and I'm gonna go out a little bit wider than my shoulders here. So there's not a ton of resistance. Um, and I'm gonna bring my arms up. I'm not completely over my head here. I can see them really well in my periphery vision. And I'm just gonna press outward a teeny bit. So there's a little bit of resistance. And then I'm gonna keep my arms there, but move my shoulders. My shoulders are gonna come up and I'm gonna keep pressing out just gently. And then as I slide my shoulders back down, I'm just gonna press out into the band in a way that feels like kind of natural to do. And then when I come up, I just change the resistance a little bit into the band. And as my shoulders go back down, um, yeah, I'm just kind of using the band to create a little bit of structure here. Shoulders up, try to breathe along the way. Shoulders down. I'm just going to do one more here. Shoulders glide up and then all the way back down. And then I'm going to bring my arms all the way down. I'm going to walk in a little bit closer, maybe hands about as wide as the shoulders. And then bring the hands right around to the side of the thighs, standing up nice and tall. And I'm just gonna press back a little bit, lifting the chest, drawing the abdominals in. And then as I come forward, I'm gonna come up about shoulder height and then reach out nice and wide. We'll do that sort of little combo thing. Hands come down, open and lift the chest and press back, breathe. And then come forward, bring the arms up and reach out nice and wide. So you can always adjust where your hands are. This is more of a warm up than anything else, so you don't have to knock it out of the park here resistance wise, unless of course you're already nice and warm and you're ready to do that. We're gonna do this just 2 more times, lifting and opening the chest as you press back, and then reaching the arms out nice and wide. Shoulders are starting to get warm, and then one more each way. And reach out. And then I'm just gonna bring my arms down and let them hang here. Arms stay by your sides. We'll move the head a little bit to wake up the neck and stretch a little through the side of the neck into the shoulders. Try and relax your jaw here and try and move your head and not the shoulders. Try and keep the shoulders kind of still. I'm sort of bringing my head side to side, but I'm also adjusting each time I do it, like coming a little forward or slightly back. So it feels like more of a holistic stretch through the front, the side, and the back of the neck. And then I'm gonna come front and center with my head and look side to side. Head back, and then other side, breathe. And again. If you ever get dizzy when you do this, by the way, just take it slower. Let your eyes connect in that mid place for a moment. You don't have to, there's no reason why you have to rush through this. Okay, so if you feel a little dizzy, just take your time. And then come back to the center. And then one last thing, chin in, eyes down. Chin out, look up. Chin in, look down. Chin forward. One more each way. And chin forward. And then back to the center. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip my hands. So my palms are facing the ceiling. I'm just gonna wrap my fingers around the band, but I'm gonna keep my thumbs out east and west, my sort of hitchhiker thumbs. Bring your elbows right in by your sides, stand up nice and tall, and then reach back through the thumbs and then come back. Reaching back through the thumbs. You can think about this from your shoulder blades. When you reach back through your thumbs, shoulder blades kind of slide in towards one another. Quick belly check here. Just kind of draw the abdominals in and breathe. Let's do 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. And then come back in. I'm gonna flip my hands back again. This is kind of the closest my hands have been yet. You will adjust for the resistance of your band once you get moving. If your band is too resistant, you're gonna move your hands apart. Fingertips forward. I'm gonna keep my left knuckles forward as I pull my right elbow back. You don't have to push out with your hand with this. Really just reach back with your elbow so you get a twist through the thoracic spine. And then come back, right knuckles forward, elbow goes back, shoulders are down. And then come back. So more than anything else, this is a twist. Twist. Maybe exhale as you twist. One more each way. And other side. And then come back in. Rest the arms down. Roll the shoulders around a few times and go the other way. A few times. Come back to the center. Relax down. Pulling back. There was one more I wanted to do after that one. So now slide your hands out to the edges. We're going to be stepping on the center part of the band. So carefully lay the middle down, come forward. And I'm just going to sort of wrap my fingertips through the edge and just create a little bit of a fist around the edges here. Stand however you want, maybe hip distant feet parallel or in heels together, toes apart. Lift the chest, and then we'll bring the arms about halfway up, maybe a little bit more depending on the resistance of your band. Quick check in here, belly is in, chest lifted, shoulder blades pulled together just a little bit. And then you keep that stable as you move the arms. And we're gonna do 6 more here. And 6. So if your band is less resistant than mine, you can come all the way up, or maybe if your band is longer. And 4. And 3. When you curl up, try not to let your shoulders round forward. Try to keep the shoulders in place. 2 more. And 1 more time. And then extend the arms. Flip so your palms are looking at the wall behind you. Soften your knees. Send your hips back a little bit. Quick spine check in here, nice and straight through the spine. Arms remain straight. And you come up about just maybe in line with your spine. And then back again. Pressing the arms straight back. Belly is helping support the spine. 5 more here. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1, and then come forward, stand up nice and tall again, flip so the palms are looking forward, lift the chest, and another little bicep set here. I'm always nervous that the band is gonna rip while I'm doing this, but I guess if it does, it does. I'm kind of cautious because it's abrupt when it We're gonna do 4 more here. Lifting the chest, belly is in. 3 more. And 2. Try not to let momentum resist. What? Ah, okay. My video was affected. We're back. Try not to let momentum take over here, okay? We're moving to the next exercise. Bend. Come back to that neutral spine. Turn your palms to face the wall behind you. Straight arms and back down. Straight arms and back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. Come forward, come all the way up. We're just going to do one more set like this. Palms forward, standing tall, belly is in. 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and extend, flip the palms back into that sort of neutral spine position. Belly is in. You can look straight ahead, shoulders back. 8, and 7, and 6, 5, and 3. Last one. Hold at the end, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forward all the way up. You can stay with your hands where they are at the top. Reach down through your left knuckles as you bring your head over to the right. And just let the head be heavy for 1 breath. And then back to the center, reach down through your right knuckles as you bring your head over to the left. And then back to the center. Okay, so I'm gonna come off my band with my right foot. My right foot, okay? And then I'm gonna hold on to the band a little bit differently. If you need to like wiggle your fingers for a second, I'm gonna kind of hold on to the ends here. It doesn't really matter how you hold on as long as you just feel like it's working for you, okay? So I have my left foot on top of the band and my right foot is out. I think I'm gonna start like this. So the left foot is gonna come forward and the right foot will step back, not too far. Not too far, but make sure your feet are hip distance so you've got support there from the ground up. And we're going to stand up nice and tall, keeping the arms by your sides at first. Press yourself forward, lifting the back heel, push the floor away from you, and then lower back down. And again, press the floor away and then lower back down. My front leg is just straight. 5, and down. 4, and down. 3, and 2. 1 more here, and then back down. Now we're going to step the back foot back a little bit more. So I have a couple of feet distance in between my own feet. Make sure your feet are hip distant. Come closer to a wall or a chair if you're feeling wobbly, okay? Front knee is going to bend. Can you bring your front knee right over-ish, somewhere around toe? Stop right around there. Back foot is looking straight ahead. Straighten the front leg, stand tall. Bend the front knee, stand tall. You could bring your arms out to the sides a little bit if that gives you more stability. Use your band to help you here, or just keep your arms by your sides. 4, and then back. 3, and back. 2, and back. 1, and back. Now bend your knee and pause. Again, knee is kind of over the toes. Same thing with the back heel. Up and down. Up and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower down. Now hold back here Hold with the knee right over the toes. Arms are going to come out to the side a little bit. For me, I have a little bit of resistance and that feels like enough. Upper body is where the action will be. I'm going to hinge forward, sticking my booty out kind of, and keeping my spine as long and straight as I can. And then I'm going to come back up and stand tall. Hinge forward and come back up. Make sure your hips are fairly even with one another. For me, I kind of have to pull my left hip back and press my right hip forward a little. And that helps me to square my hips off with my shoulders. I'm just doing 2 more here. 2. 1 more. Okay, now I'm coming here and I'm standing still, lifting my back heel. The back heel stays lifted. Back knee comes towards the ground and come back up and stand tall. Use your band for support. Back knee goes to the floor and back up. So maybe you're going all the way down. I don't think that's good for me today, so I'm just going about halfway-ish. We're just doing 3 more here. 3. And 2. 1 more. Arms come down. I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to get my band switched over to the other foot. This one I'll face you. Maybe that will be helpful. Okay, so now the band is under the right foot. My left foot's going to step back, but not too far. Not too far. My feet are hip distant-ish. The more narrow you go, the more challenging it is to balance. But I'd rather you just be even with your feet, kind of under your shoulders. Lift the chest, keep the arms straight. Keeping both legs straight. Lift the back heel. Lower down. Activate that back foot. Okay, this is like a drawn out version of what happens when you walk. You roll through the foot to propel yourself forward. Back leg is straight for 3. And 2. Try to keep your back foot looking straight ahead, by the way. When you're walking, you don't turn out to the side for this. Your foot is in a pretty straight line. Now this time the heel is going to go down. I'm going to step back a little further, 2 to 2.5 feet, probably in between my feet here. From here on out, you can come out here with the arms if that helps you to stabilize, or just keep them by your side. It's really up to you. Back heel stays down, knee over toes-ish. And P.S., keep an eye on this knee. I know some of you, the knee kind of comes in, or, all that's fairly normal. But just maybe if you want it to be somewhere and it doesn't want to do that, you can keep an eye on that knee. And then come back to that straight, tall U. Bend and press. Bend and press. We're going to do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. 1 more time. And so we're going to bend the knee and hold, standing nice and tall, back heel, up and down, up and down. Front knee stays bent. Last 4. This creates a deeper stretch through that back leg. P.S. Try to let that back foot look straight ahead. 2 more. Last one. Put the heel down. Feet are still hip distant, so I'm going to bring my arms out just a little bit. I'm hinging forward. Back is fairly flat, and then I'm coming back up again. The band helps me. I push out a little bit if I'm feeling wobbly. There's something about the band that helps me to stay a little bit more balanced. We'll do 5 more here. 5. Right hip back, left hip a little bit forward to try to square the shoulders and the hips off. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Come all the way Stand up nice and tall. Step forward with the left foot. Now, before you climb out of this too quickly, come back to having both feet on the band. Don't make the band, the excess band in between your feet too tight, just because it's more likely that your band will break. Okay, so try to leave yourself a little leeway there. All right, stand up nice and tall. Arms again, they're gonna be right by your side, maybe out a little bit if you need a little bit more stability. I'm gonna shift my weight into my right foot and then press out and come right back down. Shift into the left, press out and right back down. Shift. Continue to go from side to side, trying to find just sort of strength and stability in that one leg as you press the other one out. Take your time if you'd like. Your pace is always up to you. We're gonna do 3 more here. 3 and 3. Keep the breath moving. And 2 and 2. 1 more each way. 1 and 1. Come back to the center. I hope that your hands are not super angry. We're just gonna do 1 more thing. I'm gonna hold on to my bands 1 more time, just kind of like 2 fists around the edge. We're gonna do a little bit of squats here. My feet are about hip distant, arms right by my sides. As I squat back, my arms will come forward. I'm really drawing my abdominals in for support. As I come up, I'm going to do 1 more bicep curl to the top or halfway, where however much resistance you want there. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, last 1. Now go about halfway down here. Sit back a little bit as if there's a chair right behind you. Arms are going to bend about halfway too. Draw those abdominals in. Little pulse of a squat here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to stand, okay? I'm going to now come out of the band, step off this band. Let's give our hands a little bit of a break here. Wiggle those fingers. I'm just grabbing a quick sip of water here. Okay. And we're going to come back now to standing weights, no band. I'm going to grab 5s and do a little bit more standing work, working balance and mobility and strength in the arms. So I've got 5s, whatever you consider maybe like medium-ish, all right? So we've already done some really good stuff for the arms and the shoulders with the band. We're gonna continue here. This time I'm just gonna stand in a slightly different way, heels together, toes apart. And I'm gonna bring the weights together right in front of my pelvis, so the 2 round parts are kind of just gently pressing together. Standing tall, drawing the abdominals in. I like to call this zip up your coat. You can come up to your chin and then resist on the way down. Zip up your coat. Resist, almost grow taller as you bring the arms back down. We're gonna do 6 more. 6 and 5. Resist to go down. And 4. And 3. 2 more. And 1 more time. And then bring the weights down right by your sides. From here, parallel your feet. Bring the right weight right above your shoulder, kind of like that. Shift your weight into your right foot. I'm going to press the right arm to the ceiling as I bring my left knee up. Up and then down. Up and then down. up and down. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we switch sides. Left arm up, bend the right knee, push down through the left leg, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then come down, come back, stand nice and tall, hold here for a minute, heels together, toes apart again. You can always change your foot position if this doesn't feel right. Arms remain by your sides, heels stay together as you lift and lower down. We're gonna come up for a count of 3. Up a little more, the most, and then lower a little more all the way down. See if you can feel your toes inside of your sneakers, or if your feet are on the ground, use your toes. 1, 2, 3, and down again. 1, 2, and 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and down. 2, 3, again. 1, 2, 3, and down. Try to keep the heels together. 2 more. Up, breathe. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, and again. Up. 2, 3, and down. 2, and 3. We're coming back to parallel feet. And we're going to come back to the first exercise we did. Right hand over the shoulder, standing into your right leg. Just going to bend the left knee to prepare, and up with the knee and up with the arm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then return and other side. Right knee, left arm. 8, 7, 6, stand tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back down. We're coming back to parallel feet. We're doing another heel lift here. For this one, shift your weight forward again. Find your toes in your shoes. Lift your heels just a little bit. Stabilize through your hips here. You're bending your right knee and lifting your right heel as the left heel goes down, and then switching. If we were on the reformer, this would be called running. Quick note here, this isn't an opportunity for cute hips. Okay, we're not like doing this kind of a situation. Nice and still through the hips. I feel like I want to be on a flatter surface here. So like in the middle, both of your heels are lifted. 5, 4. Try to control this. Don't rush. Don't let momentum carry you through this. Control. Last 3. Yes. And 2. P.S. It might be helpful to move your arms a little. It's just dawned on me. This is kind of nice. No cute hips. Let's do 1 more each way. You're just like, I'm so cute. I can't help it. And then come back, heels down. It's true. Okay, we're coming back. 1 more set of this balance work here with 1 arm opposite leg. If you want to up your weight, go ahead and do it. If you want to grab a heavier weight or lighter, whatever you want to do. Right arm, left leg, stand tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching other side. Left arm, right leg. Left arm, right leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Okay? I'm going to put my weights down on the mat kind of close to where I'm going to be when I lay down. Quick rewind rewind. I want you to grab the band that we were just working with. In the second part, we had the band under the left foot. Go back to the foot that we were last standing on. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was under the left side. Maybe it was under the right. I think it was under the right side. We forgot to do the lunge. By we, I mean me. I forgot to do the lunge. So come under the same foot. If I'm on the wrong foot, that's okay. Just let me do it. Let me be wrong. I think it was we were right leg forward. It's okay. Lift your back heel. I'm standing about this far apart. My front knee is bent. Arms can come out for stability. You're standing tall. Back knee down and up. Yeah, I'm right here. It was right leg forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way up and step forward. Okay, I feel better. You would have been crooked for the rest of the weekend. Keep the band by you too, okay? In fact, grab both of those bands, the heavier and the light one, and just keep it right next to you. I'm gonna grab the heavier weights and bring them over too. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna use them, but I think I am. Okay. And I'm just taking a quick sip of water. Okay, so we're gonna come down onto the hands and knees. I just wanna say a quick note about knee and wrist tenderness. I've been doing some stretches upstairs. We have an extremely thin rug upstairs. I purposefully got a really squishy rug for down here. Upstairs, when I do this stuff, my knees and my wrists tend to hurt a little bit. So it really does make a big difference what kind of a surface you're on. So if you're in a space regularly, it might be nice to get a small area rug that's really nice and squishy. Like this one really is very nice. So anyway, just to throw that out there. Okay, spine health. Hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. We're just gonna roll through the spine. I'm starting from the bottom, rolling through the spine, and then letting the head come down. You're breathing the whole time. And then I'm gonna, along the way, go through into the opposite shape. Cat-cow, flexion to extension. See if you can just take your time and just notice how you move from one shape to the other. Keep pressure down into the floor through your palms. And of course, let your breath and your breathing be your guide. We're doing 4 more here. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. I'm coming back to central, and now we're doing side to side. I'm looking to the left, and I'm looking at my tush and my left foot. And I'm kind of wagging my tail over to the left, and then over to the right. Wag your tail over to the right, and look at your right foot. And then side to side. Find that side work as you bring your spine into this almost like a moon shape, or a C shape, I guess. Capital C. Let's do one more each way. And other way. And then back to the center. Give your wrists a quick little break if you need to. And then we're gonna come right back. Hands on your shoulders. Curl your toes forward. Before we do the next exercise, just sit back on your feet to give your feet a little bit of a stretch. If you can sit back on your heels for a moment. And just take a nice deep breath here. Shoulders relax. One more breath. And then return hands under shoulders. Okay, so toes are gonna stay there. I'm gonna round into my spine a little bit and I'm gonna exhale to lift the knees. It's a full exhale. A gentle return to the floor with your inhale. Exhale and lift, and your lift stays as long as your exhale is happening. Let's do two more here. Last one. Inhale, come all the way down. Uncurl the toes and take a quick stretch back if this stretch feels nice in your body. Hips back, arms forward, deep exhale. One more. And then we're coming back here. Okay, so we're gonna come onto our back here. So all that stuff we just did was really great for mobility of the spine, which I just feel like I can't say that enough. So you have two bands by you. Once you see what we're getting into, you can choose whichever one sounds exciting. You can lay down on your back, get yourself situated. Couple deep breaths first. Just keep the band on dock for a minute and bring your hands to your waist. My knees are bent in a comfortable position. Palms are towards the outsides and my fingertips are just kind of looking towards the center, towards my belly button. Inhale and fill your whole waist with air. Try and relax your shoulders. Breathe into your belly. And then exhale and do the same. Again. And exhale. Two more. One more time here. Okay, see if you can take those deep breathing habits with you into the next exercise. Hold on to your band maybe a little bit wider than your shoulders and bring your band by your sides, like over your pelvis, and then just kind of straighten the arms by your sides. See if you can bring the karate chop side of the hand to the ground. Feet relatively close to the touch. We're gonna lift the hips up into the resistance of the band. So keep your arms long, push down through your feet, push down through the side of the hand as you lift your hips up. Try to keep the arms down as you lift your hips. So you're working both the arms and the whole back of the body. We're gonna do 6 more. Exhale as you come up. Exhale up. And see again if you could tie in that deep lateral breath. I'm doing 2 more here. One more. And then lower the hips, relax through the pelvis, just relax your arms for a minute, widen your feet, and then bring the knees over right, through the center, and left, and right, and left. 4 more. and 3, and 2. Last one. And then come back to the center. You can just keep the band right to the side for this next bit. Bring your arms by your sides, walk your feet back in, getting ready for a little bit more bridge work. This time bring your feet just a little bit closer together. Press the arms down, lift your hips up, exhale. Now hold here for just a second. See if you can find your full foot into the ground. Push through the heel, the whole front of the foot too, and then reach the arms long, draw the abdominals in here. Keep the arms nice and long as you lower your hips halfway down, and then as you come back up, push through the palms and the whole foot. Lower halfway down, push through the palms and the whole foot. 4 more. Lower, exhale back up. 3, exhale back up. 2, exhale back up. 1 more. Lower the hips all the way down. Release and relax the pelvis for a moment. Take a nice deep breath there. And exhale. Grab your heavier band if you have one. If you don't, it's fine. It's not a big deal. We're going to do a leg stretch here. I find the band is just less likely to move around when it's a heavier band, and you get a deeper stretch. So I'm bringing my band to the ball of the foot and the toes. Please be careful that the band doesn't fling back and get your face. So this is my right leg. It doesn't matter, we'll do both, but I'm starting with my right. You can extend your left leg here. So the more if you think for just a second about your pelvis, if your tailbone is curled up, it's not going to be as deep of a hamstring stretch. So if you have tight hamstrings, see if you can think about your sits bones or your tailbone and kind of let them look straight away in the direction of your opposite foot instead of tucking your pelvis, okay? You should get a deeper hamstring stretch like that. So keeping your sits bones looking towards the direction of your opposite foot, gently pull the leg back now. And for me, that's automatically a deeper, I have to soften my knee just a teeny bit, but it's a much deeper hamstring stretch. And just hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can transfer both of the sides into your right hand and then guide the leg over to the left and then out to the right. Over to the left and out to the right. Give me 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back to the center. Carefully switch your feet. Ball of the foot and the toes on the band. Extend your opposite leg. Okay, so, oh geez, lost my band. So think about your sits bones and your tailbone and your pelvis. If you're tucking right now, you're likely not to get as deep of a stretch through the hamstring. So think about reaching the sits bones in the direction of your opposite foot and then pulling the leg back. And it's very likely that one side feels different from the other. Like my whole right hamstring is a lot tighter than my left. So you may have to kind of noodle around with where your parts are in order to feel the stretch. Take a nice deep breath. Sometimes even moving your legs slightly in towards the right side or out slightly towards the left can really change this stretch. Give yourself a nice deep breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I'm going to transfer both sides into my left hand, and I'm taking the leg to the right and then out to the left. and over to the right, and out to the left. And right. And left. Last set here. Breathe. And left. Back to the center. Carefully take the band off the shoe, foot, whatever it's on. Throw it to the side. Come back one more time into your bridge position. Feet relatively close to the tush. Neutral midsection. Push down through your arms and lengthen your neck. Hips are going to come back up halfway. Hold here for a moment again. See if you can find that full foot into the ground. Adjust your arms so you really feel lengthened arms for support. Shift your weight into one of your feet and bring the opposite leg up to the ceiling, and then come back and return. You don't have to come all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe it's just a small lift. Maybe it's just a quick little foot lift. Okay, so the range of motion is always up to you. Coming up to the ceiling is fine if it works. I'm going to do 2 more here. And 1 more each way. And then hips go all the way down. Take a nice deep breath here. Bring both knees over to the right. Open your arms and look left. Quick little twist stretch here. Give me 2 really long exhales. And then 1 more for good luck. And then through the center, over to the other side. Knees left, eyes right. Deep breath. And 1 more. Good luck. And then back to the center, okay? We still have a little bit more work to do with the weights here. I've got 5s and 8s. I think I'm gonna grab my 8s here because usually I can lift a little bit more weight when I'm down on the ground. So carefully grab your weights and then come on back on your back here. You can roll back. Feel free to adjust anything you need to. And the arms will start nice and long by your sides. Just kind of position the weights with straight arms, and then for a moment, rest your hands on top of the weights and just gently push down into the top of the weight. Legs are going to come up, knees over belly button. When you pull your knees in, pull your abdominals in as well. Take a nice deep inhale with your exhale. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders forward. Reach the fingertips forward. Exhale. And then inhale, return. We're doing 4 more. Two more. And last one. All the way down. Hold here. Really away from you and switch. Try and keep your belly connection to support extending the leg. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each way. And come all the way back down. Okay, now we're going to grab the weights the way we normally would. Bend your arms by your sides. Take a nice deep breath. Extend the arms all the way up. Energize through your wrists here. Make sure you're not just collapsing in the wrist. And we're gonna go right into a tricep exercise. So I like to bring the weights together carefully. Try to keep your elbows somewhat over your own shoulders and then bring the weights back to right around your head, or maybe even tapping them behind your head. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Use those abdominals. We're doing 8 more here. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And extend. Hold the arms right up there, shoulders away. Only the right elbow is going to come down by your side, and then re-extend. We're doing the right arm again. Down, up, 8 more. Down, up, 7 more. Right by your side, and then extend. And 5. Energy through the left arm. 3, 2, last one. And then hold and switch. Right arm long, left and extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come up and hold. Back to the tricep exercise. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then come up, and then one more set here. One elbow down. For this one, we'll alternate. As one comes up, the other goes down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one each way. And then come all the way down and all the way down. Okay, I'm going to leave my weights out there to the sides. I'm going to roll to my side. And then onto my hands and knees and up, sorry, actually up to sit, no hands and knees. No hands and knees. And I'm going to come into this Z-sit position. Right foot is on my left thigh. My left hand is going to hang on somewhere, maybe to the ankle. And the right arm up. And we're taking a really nice side stretch here. So you can adjust your left hand. If you want to just rest it on the ground or hold onto your foot, that's fine too. And then when you come all the way up, bring your right hand down. Keep your left hip down. As you know, just go in the opposite direction. And then come all the way up. And we're going to switch now again. Left hand down, right arm up. Big side stretch. Make sure you're breathing along the way. And now keep your left hip down as you stretch over to the right. One more each way. And then come back to the center. We're switching our legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Hang on to the right foot. Left arm up. Big stretch. And then bring the right arm down to the floor. Right hip stays down as you stretch over to the left. And then switch. And again, switch. And one more each way. Big rib opening stretch. And last one here. And then come back to the center. I'm going to come up to stand through a down dog and You can join me if you like. Two more exhales wherever you are. And then walking back towards the feet into sort of a hanging position here. You can hang onto your elbows with your hands. One more deep breath. And then release the arms and roll it on up. Roll it on up. Stand nice and tall, relax your shoulders. Give yourself a belly breath while you're standing. We did it, you guys. Have a great day. Happy weekend.